Oh, what I do, folks? I hope you're treating yourselves well, and of course, others. My name is Claire. This is a channel where we like to dabble in a bit of tarot readings. Okay, I hope this music isn't too loud. Both of my neighbors are bogus, so this one wakes up at 9 p.m. and just starts blasting, blaring, bumping, and grinding to his music. So I now sleep with these on with the noise canceling and binaural beats, and I don't know if you can hear him, but also he'll do this for days. He'll just blast his music for days so I can just hear it. We live in 200 square feet apartments, if you want to get technical, so very small space, very invasive to just do such a thing. So I guess he's proof that money can buy stimulants, but not class. Okay, I've been up since like 4 because of this man. Okay, enough is enough. I'm done ranting. With that, lovely of you to join us. This is a no contact reading. This is what they're thinking of you currently, today, or as of lately, getting a little feel for that such a thing, but no contact with this person, whatever the reason. Your card was the Magician. Okay, so you could have shown your cards or your hand, not technically, but in essence to someone. You could have put yourself out there, or this person knows that you're interested in some way, form, or fashion. Because the High Priestess lets you know with the Magician, the High Priestess came out first. They find you mentally enticing in ways. I think that your personalities kind of are succinct in very peculiar ways and instances. You could have had different aspects of your life that almost mirror each other. There's a dignifying to an uncanny similarity. I think you're taking yourself seriously, this person's taking themselves seriously, and through that somehow you're kind of dignifying and spotting each other more through action. Or the Six of Wands is a card of success, and this one, of course, it always seems like there's like this pride aspect or an ego, maybe even a lot of hubris on the person's face in most of these Six of Wands. But I think it's not so much. The ego is that you kind of know that this person is set up. There's turmoil in the distance, but you are aware that this person is very interested. They are on their path, maybe not obviously walking or heading towards you in some way, form, or fashion, but there's definitely a success that they are seeking out in your honor. There is a way that they're going about life these days with you in mind. The Two of Pentacles, oh my gosh. Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is... Apologies. So the Two of Pentacles is letting me know that this person is keeping an eye on you every day. They think about the outcome of their actions these days. I think if they are making decisions, there's a little inkling of them or you in the back of their mind, as per you. You guys are almost cut from the same cloth. They are of your ilk. I think it's hard for you to put into words. Oh my gosh, the Empress, yes. Okay, it's hard for you to put into words this situation. There's no getting advice. I don't think, okay, if there is getting advice, it's more of like just crush status. No one really has much of an idea of the other person on a day-to-day basis or how they truly tick. This person is a decent person to at least observe. I think the people in your recent past, or there's a sense of definitely you observing things that hurt you in the past, things that were you detest. You look at these people, you wanted something good with them, and it hurts to look at them, kind of feeling. And with this person, you can look at them, they don't hurt, they motivate you, they make you inspired, and they might like really get you going in certain ways. They might on bad days be a motivation, even if this is not anything at all. It is just the motivation of knowing that someone could make you feel this way, and the existence of this person is somehow motivating you. The Empress is such a force to be reckoned with when it comes to intuition and inner knowingness. I think that you might have been searching through your whole life you might have assumed that you weren't going to get the big picture love story, the Nine of Swords. You might have assumed that the romance and happiness wasn't for you, or maybe that was just an observation because of bad relationships and bad situations. I think that truly these things are coming to an end because you have spent the time, you spent the work, you're observing things that that don't make you feel ill anymore, which is a evolution. It truly is, to not want to observe things that you dislike, or to not wish for the things that don't wish for you, in essence. Like, they might have been once a priority, or and I'm hearing an entanglement, something that had you caught up before. You're realizing how simple things could be now, how you can have an attraction to someone and them maybe not be really messed up, how you could have a good relationship. I think you're looking for normality. The Four of Cups in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse is certainly making me think that you're putting your hands up. You're waving the white flag in ideas of how you're going to get love, who you're going to love, when you're going to love. It's a matter of just letting it go and observing your surroundings. And through that, I think you have got your eyes caught on, your eyeballs are adjusting to a better way to be treated. First of all, you're observing that you don't need to be treated like trash, or in the last situations you've dealt with recently made you feel that person was emotionally inept, or you were. There's a sense of you guys didn't bring out the best in each other, and therefore the situation was foiled in many ways. But I think the simplicity of this, the newness, the luck, the yellow of this, it's a sense of serendipity, feeling simple, like having a normality, wanting to be normal in love, not having chaos and Three of Pentacles. Someone wanting to be with you. This person is someone that wants to be with you. They want to build towards you. I think that they're in the shadows. They're very hidden right now. I don't think they can assume this position. So the Three of Pentacles, I think that they want to build an actual stable relationship that comes with being able to stabilize your lives together. When you come together, I think this person wants to actually be able to try. They want to be able to tell you where they're at and where they've been. But for some reason, that's just, they need, let's see, the Death card. They need to go through a few more rounds. It's probably timing. I think with the Death card, it's kind of signifying that it's a matter of severance, which it's a divine timing sort of instance. I think that this person would run into you, wants to run into you. They would rush in to let you know how they feel as soon as it's proper for them, as soon as it's okay, because they don't want to receive any judgment for this relationship. So they might have some loose ends that they haven't been able to tie up because of a timing issue. There's a sense of they just need your patience and faith. But I think that this person is coming in, and I think they're very pure. They do want a real relationship. I think that they are simply just wanting to try for real kind of thing. And that's really nice. Okay, with that, you gotta know I love you. Pile 2, what is up? Hi. Nice of you to join us. This is no contact situation, how they're feeling, what's going on, of that sort. Okay, pile 2, your card. Judgment. You might be fleeing a situation or just kind of wanting to get out in a sense. I'm hearing ire a lot. So something is causing you ire. You're feeling a little pent up, boxed in. Okay. This person is making you feel as though the future, they're not letting you know how they feel. I think that they're giving you the runaround. With the Judgment card, it could be an ex, obviously, or someone that you've given many opportunities to evaluate the situation and do better. But the 3 of Wands in reverse, okay. This person wants to be confusing to buy themselves time. It seems they don't know a way forward, and they are very emotionally stagnant because of past issues. They might have had downfalls in life, or something happened to them that keeps them emotionally inept. Their intelligence is kind of drained because they are in a getting by day-to-day sort of mode. They're in survival mode, which you can't really blame them. I don't think that they look too much to the future of things that aren't in their path forward. If they can't see it on a day-to-day basis, it's hard for them to integrate it into their life. Maybe this person gave you hope that there would be a future, or just said that they felt the same in some way, form, or fashion. Okay, so we have the Judgment, we have the Hierophant, and then the Emperor coming out, and we've had 4 cards so far. So the 3 of Wands, I just looked down, and it kind of made me think that these were the 3 wands that you're dealing with. I think you're dealing with your better judgment being the Emperor. You know when someone is not for you, when someone is giving you the runaround, and I think that you are allowing it because it's not urgent. You could be trying to accomplish something in your day-to-day life and just thinking that you guys are working towards something, or the time you spend with this person makes you feel as though it is alleviating the strains. But okay, so the Emperor is 4, and then this one is 5, the Hierophant. I think your better judgment is trying to let you know that you would be more suited elsewhere, even possibly doing your own thing, but this person is simply stalling. They might have an idea that they want something from you, but also are entangled in their lifestyle, which has cast a lot of judgment upon them. I think that this person might not have the most straight and narrow path, or they have a bad attitude. they could be very pessimistic, caustic, cynical. Five of Cups, very woe is me. Not moving forward progressively when maybe you tell them things that they don't want to hear, or if life is not going in a certain fashion, they can be stingy with their time or efforts, but they still want you to feel satisfied enough to hang out with them or hang around them. I think that this person is not necessarily bad, just their demeanor and overall I'm hearing temper, so maybe they have kind of like hot and cold sort of feel. You can tell that they might have an anger issue, but you don't know them that well. There's a sense of like they're holding back and you don't know why. This person is maybe just acts gloom and doom when they're around, but they're also happy, and you just can't figure out like what is the deal. You can't really figure out what's got them all bent out of shape. Their Wheel of Fortune, I think that this person is constantly on the lookout for their next come up, what's going to happen for them, what could possibly be going on. So you are dispensable, you are a part of their life, sure, but I think that it easily could fall away if you stop putting effort into this, or it would become very infrequent if you stop putting effort or thought, or you're the lifeblood of this. I'm pretty sure. I think you're keeping this person feeling as though that they can come to you for some sort of feelings of satisfaction. They're remorseful on the idea of they know that you deserve better, but the sad squirrel, I still have yet to ever look into whatever this card means. It's something that is only in this deck, this specific deck, and sad squirrel makes me just think of someone with a really bad attitude. Like they might have a lust for life in certain ways, they might be very accomplished or have something about them that you really, really cherish. Not trying to take away from that, but it's just you're giving this person too many opportunities or too much. You Ace of Swords, I think that they're wanting you to come forward. They want you to try harder for them. In essence, maybe they don't like feeling foolish, or something about you is hard to read. They might feel as though you might not be all that interested, or you might be just interested in certain aspects of them. Maybe they have like, not using them, but they might think that you are getting something more out of this than you are. Kind of feel. But yeah, the Ace of Swords, you very come in hot and heavy and leave just as quickly, because there's nothing substantiating this, because you aren't going to get close to something that is barely feeding any energy to this, but this person is incapable of feeding a lot of energy to this because they're so spread thin throughout their life. Queen of Wands, yeah. Social life, you could be very social or good at socializing, but this person really cares what people think. They really are very into, I'm hearing the scene, but it's a sense of like they're really trying to accomplish something, and it could be through people. They might have to be around a lot of people or have to network frequently. There's a sense of this person wants to be, I'm hearing you, I think that they really enjoy the fact that you are very social and likable, and they feel as though you could be put in many social situations and thrive. And they want that for themselves. I think that is a part of you that they really are enticed by, or they think could fit into their world, like at some point. The Hanged Man, maybe that's what you're kind of feeling. But life keeps on giving you obstacles, or them, mentally or physically. It's just a sense of you guys have never connected. You could have done this over a period of time, but you guys have never solidified this, and it's like, for why? Like, you guys, it might seem like this is someone that you're supposed to meet. This person is somehow very connected to you some way or another. You feel very emotionally inclined to be a part of this person's life, and it seems like it might be a thing, but it's holding you up. And I think life is trying to prevent you from actually starting something serious with this person, because they might be a soulmate. They might be someone that you were destined to meet and be changed by, be changed through, get something out of this life event situation. Being with this person can be a decent thing. It can be a good thing, but drug out too long will start to we're not going to say sour, because we love being something sour, but it can become rotted. It can decay. If you stay around too long or expect too much from the situation, it is what it is. There's something to gain out of this, but I think it's more of your mental gain. You have to know when to cut it off, when to get out, when to seek refuge. Just a sense of, don't dive too deep. I think that this person is kind of preventing that, or life is kind of preventing that, but it's for a reason, and you're being looked over, you're being taken care of. And the Hangman is a card of holding back at periods of time so you can move forward properly. So there's a sense of life has aided you because it's looking out for you, and something is on the horizon for sure. It's just right now you're definitely being gifted more awareness. Caring about this person. You should care about this person. But the thing is, you should care about yourself more, is what I'm trying to say. And, okay, with that, you gotta know I love you. Okay, pile 3. Welcome. Nice of you to join us. This is no contact, how the person is feeling, what they're going through, that sort of thing. And your card was the Queen of Cups. Very somber, but statuesque, stoic even. I think you have been holding back, just taking it all in sort of situation. Life could have been tempting you with people, and that could be with anger and or other worldly things. You could have been very tempted with emotions that are out of what you're trying to attain right now. The Eight of Wands, you're very forward focused. You're sitting back, you're observing your situation, and you're letting all of, I think that no contact is a lot of people so far. I think I'm gonna, the Hermit, yeah. There's not a lot of people that are around you on a day-to-day basis. You might not have someone in mind, particularly no contact. It could just be a sense of a lot of ex-friends. You have no, I think it's a friend group. I think you stopped hanging out with people, and there's numerous friend groups, because the Eight of Wands is usually a fast card, but this one is them remaining on these poles, just observing. I think you let something lie where it may. You deaded something to the point where you locked yourself away, the Hermit. You are not seen by people on a daily basis, or not rendered in a sense. They can't figure out what you're up to any longer. They have no connection to you. But the Nine of Cups, you have a lot of admirers. I think that you have a lot of possibilities of people who crushed on you from the past. Maybe in all of your friend groups, there is a certain amount of people that you are catching the interest of. This no contact is many friend groups, many people that had crushes on you now stalking you. You could be having dreams about random people from your past that you remember that are very vivid. There's a lot of people that are just kind of reminiscing on the times you spent together, and it is a decent thing, but I think that you have been holding yourself back. The Eight of Swords, you are holding yourself back from being around new people because I think you're trying to dilute the past in a way, form or fashion, if that makes sense. There's a sense of you have definitely entangled yourself in riffraff. You've enjoyed some folly, some disruption, maybe even were kind of hazardous to yourself or others at one point in time, and you let all that go. That lifestyle, you stopped giving in to the small things, which kind of led to you understanding the bigger problem. Like you were giving in to, small things that you didn't realize could hurt people, or you didn't realize how your actions were really affecting others in certain ways. And when you stepped away in small ways, the bigger picture just crumbled and everything came down. The Eight of Swords, your future is exciting because it is new. The situation is there's lots of volatility to it. I think you could be very prone to anger because of the people in your past. You've been treated very poorly. You've been treated haphazardly, and instead of making that your persona any longer or at all, instead of taking the bad things that happened and wearing them on you or becoming a bad person yourself, like how you were kind of, it's the feeling of like, don't become a bad person because you dealt with bad things. Like, don't become a bad person, don't continue the cycle sort of feeling. And I think you either snapped out of it or kind of have always known that, but you still hung around certain people that delegated misery into your life. But as of lately, I think you were kind of like, okay, if I just stop making moves, if I stop hanging out with people, if I stop doing things to the point where I can sever as much as I can, if I can deplete as much as I can, scorched earth as much as possible, the better things will be. Like, completely demolishing this situation would lead to more regrowth, in essence. And I think that is shown through to others. I think people are starting to see, oh my gosh, okay, the Ten of Pentacles. People are starting to see your worth, of course. I think that you kind of knew that, but it took having to take yourself out of situations for the worth to itemize itself or really evolve into to work for you. Because, okay, you've always had a sense of, that you are cool or you have a lot going for you, and recently your shine is starting to show. I think you're starting to be more obviously influential or influence the people around you. There's a sense of the things that you were caught up in are now tangled amongst themselves, just watching you. So your no contact is a vast array of people. It's many people. And that is because simply, I think it's been a very long time since you've indulged in back and forth with a lot of people. Like, you might even hold your friends at a distance, but there's a sense it's what needed to happen for a period of time, because I think you really needed to identify yourself through something that happened or a lifestyle. There's Ten of Pentacles, great thing. But the Five of Pentacles is what just came out, but it was in reverse. So I think you're no longer going to be left out. You're no longer going to be cast aside. Those things that you felt in the past, the people that continued to come into your life, even if it was new people, similar attributes always followed as well. The intrinsic clause of life always had a hold on you up until you took yourself out of the situation. So now you might feel very lonely at times or very isolated, but isolation is not a bad thing. It's not. It's you finding yourself, and of course, isolation to a certain point can be volatile, or it can not be a good thing, though I think you've taken it for better. You've understood, and these people are simply just in confusion. I think that they would want to apologize, or they might not. They might kind of have the Five of Pentacles. I think a lot of people are feeling kind of like they know that they might be in the wrong, but they want to be a part of your life, or they want to be in the know. They want to be able to see what you're doing. They want to be able to stalk you real bad. Intention varies across the board. There's a lot of different intentions. I think all of it is kaput because we understand the necessity of this demolition, but these people understand where they went wrong, and if they have not started working on the aspects of themselves that have truly viciously hurt you, I think that they're probably going through it in their day-to-day life. Like, they are definitely receiving judgment for that, absolutely. But they also just feel a part of you is missing from them. You've created a void in people, and I think that could be because you're sort of like what they like to call like an earth angel, or just a person who is very people-centered. You're very pure. So when you leave people's lives, no matter in what way, it leaves a hole. So a part of you will always, they'll wonder about you, but yeah. The emotions, they vary, and they go back and forth too. I think that they know that they've done wrong, and yeah, that kind of situation. I feel that they feel left out from you. They see that because the Chariot on the back, they see that you're definitely on your way to whatever you're trying to do, even if it's just get away from them. But you're definitely on your way. So there's an awareness towards the situation. I think if you did something wrong, you've definitely spent the time falling back, trying to alleviate the tasks that kept you feeling in this like sick cycle. But yeah, it's obvious that you're on your way out, or you're on your way to not caring at all, or if you do at all right now. So yeah, that is a nice feeling. It's really nice. It's a feeling of empowerment. It's a feeling of structure building behind you as you move forward, so that when you look back, there's nothing to look back on kind of feeling, which is good. It's nice. So with that, you gotta know I love you.